you lose. Spotify asked Meg for money back from £15 million podcast deal after users boycott her new podcast. Spotify has been urged to ask for their money back from their £15 million deal with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry after the launch of her new Archetypes podcast series was announced. In early 2020, Meghan and her husband Prince Harry quit as working members of the royal family before moving from the UK to the US, and just weeks later, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex signed a multi-year deal with Spotify, worth a reported £15 million. At the end of that same year, they released a holiday special podcast episode which featured celebrity guests, as well as their young son Archie. On Tuesday, Spotify dropped teaser clips of Archetypes, a new series in which Meghan Markle speaks to celebrity guests and investigates the labels that try to hold women back. The podcast, a co-production between Archewell Audio, Gimlet and Spotify, is the first product of the audio branch of the couple's Archewell brand, other than the holiday special from December 2020. Retweeting a teaser clip from Spotify featuring Meghan, GB News presenter Darren Grimes wrote, "Spotify reportedly gave the pair $18 million for this podcast 2 years ago. Here, finally, is some material. I wonder at which point they'll ask for their money back." In one teaser clip posted by the streaming giant on its Twitter page, Meghan says of the podcast series, "People should expect the real me in this, and probably the me that they have never gotten to know. Certainly not in the past few years where everything is through the lens of the media, as opposed to, hey, it's me. I'm just excited to be myself and talk and be unfiltered, and yeah, it's fun." The first episode sees tennis legend and close friend Serena Williams speak to Meghan about ambition, how both women juggle motherhood, and her evolution. Also joining the conversation is Professor Laura Cray from the University of California, Berkeley, who expands on ambition as it relates to gender. The Spotify description for this episode states, Meghan talks to the one and only Serena Williams about the double standard women face when they are labeled ambitious and the ripple effect this has on other aspects of their lives. This groundbreaking premiere episode also features Dr. Laura Cray, a leading expert on gender in the workplace. The second episode in the series, launching next week, will feature a conversation with singing and songwriting superstar Mariah Carey. Meghan's new Archetypes podcast series with Spotify was announced in March of this year and will see the Duchess of Sussex investigate the labels that try to hold women back. She will speak to historians and experts to uncover the origin of these stereotypes and have uncensored conversations with women who know all too well how these typecasts shape our narratives. In a teaser when the series was announced, Meghan said, "This is how we talk about women, the words that raise our girls, and how the media reflects women back to us. But where do these stereotypes come from? And how do they keep showing up and defining our lives? This is Archetypes, the podcast where we dissect, explore, and subvert the labels that try to hold women back. I'll have conversations with women who know all too well how these typecasts shape our narratives. And I'll talk to historians to understand how we even got here in the first place." In other news, Duke of Sussex Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle are being criticised for their alleged planning to renew wedding vows in US, 4 years after their marriage in 2018. Royal expert Angela Levin has slammed the couple for their decision to have their second wedding in US, saying it's an insult to royal family. She appeared on the GB News recently and said that Meghan and Harry's second wedding in US would be a big slap to the face of Queen Elizabeth and the other members of the royal family. The International Business Times quoted Angela Levin as saying, "My view is that they want to show what a real proper wedding is going to be like. They said they wanted something very American when their wedding was rather American. It is also because Harry loves America so much that they wanted to redo it. In other words, I think if you read between the lines, it is blow you in the UK." She also branded it unkind to the British royal family.